Hello everybody. I am real quick going to do like a book update kind of video. I told you what I'm reading right now in the last video, but I'm going to show you what I read since the previous book update. So yes, in that video I was reading The Death Cure by Andrew Lane and Wizard's First Rule by Terry Goodkind. I finished both of those. I did not finish Wuthering Heights because for some reason my brain just does not want to read classic books. I don't know. Every time I try to read them, it just never gets done. Just because I feel like there's so many other books that I want to read, and classics, hardly any are actually on my book list that I like want to read. So when I try to read a book just to read a classic book, it never gets finished. So I'm still going to work on it, hopefully finish it eventually, but yeah. These are the books that I read since the last video. It's not as many as I would have hoped to have done in that span of time, but nonetheless, it's what I finished. So, the first three that I have on here, I did not read totally in order. I read the first one and then another book and then, you know, out of order. But it's okay. It's actually the Maze Runner trilogy by James Dashner. I love this series. I don't know what else to say. It's just amazing. So, so I just woke up and took a shower, and now my voice sounds like there's junk in it, and my hair is a mess. Still wet. So, anyway, the first book is The Maze Runner, and it's like a 10 out of 10 for me. It was great. And then is The Scorched Trials, which is the second one. It was good. It wasn't as good as The Maze Runner because, like, things got really weird after The Maze Runner ended. As if The Maze Runner isn't weird enough, the storyline. Then they totally twisted it up and made it totally something I wasn't expecting. I did enjoy it, though. And then, so I don't know, I would give the first one a 10 out of 10. I know that's, I think I usually do 1 to 5, but 10 out of 10. And then this one would probably be an 8 out of 10. And then the last one is The Death Cure. It's the last book in the trilogy. They do have a prequel, which I started to read, but then I got caught up reading something else, so I haven't finished it yet, and I actually lost it. So, hope I find it. But anyway, The Death Cure is the last one. It didn't end the way I thought it would. I kind of read these two so fast that I don't remember this one as well, so I should probably reread it. But it did not end like I thought it was going to. So that was interesting. It was also a little weird, and it seemed like it moved pretty fast, like almost too fast. So I'd probably give this one a 7 out of 10. So the whole trilogy kind of went downhill from the first one, but it was still good. And for me, whenever I think of a series or a trilogy, you know, whatever, I kind of think of it as one book, you know, because it's like one storyline. So overall, I would give the series a rating of like a 9, simply because the first one was so good. And I do love the characters that go all the way through the book, even if the writing kind of changed a little bit, or the twists, you know, twisted the wrong way. Yeah, so, and then the other book, one of the other books I read was The Truth About Dating, Love, and Just Being Friends by Chad Eastham. It was the last book out of, I think, the 4 I had that I had to read of his. I liked this one a bit. It had some helpful stuff in it. I should probably review this in another video, but the spaghetti and waffle one that I cannot think of, Guys Are Waffles and Girls Are Spaghetti, that one and this one were my favorites. The other two, which was The Truth About Being a Guy and What Guys Like Girls Who, those two were so alike that if you're going to read those, only read one of them, because when I was reading the second one, I had to force myself through it because they repeated so much. So yeah, I'm not really going to say anything else about this because I don't know if anyone's even interested. The next one I read was The Perks About Being a Wallflower by Stephen Chbosky, and this book was amazing. I personally don't support a lot of the stuff that happened in the book morally, but Charlie's journey throughout the whole thing was just amazing. I would not recommend this. I know that schools, public schools, even like 13-year-olds probably know of pretty much everything that happened in the book. But to really get the most out of it, I would wait until you're 16 or 17 to read it, just so that you can get past all of the sex and drugs and everything and be able to focus on the storyline, how Charlie changes, and the relationship between him and Patrick and, now I've forgotten her name. I almost called her Emma because Emma Watson plays the character Sam. That's what it is. The relationship between all of them. And so, yeah. But it was great. I would definitely give it a 9 out of 10. It would have been a 10 if, never mind. I was going to say if, like, there wasn't so much stuff that I didn't agree with in it, but that really happened, so never mind. But yeah, it's a 9 out of 10. It was great. Definitely one of my favorite ones of the year. And at the end of the year, I am going to go through and show you guys what books I read, and then I'll tell you guys my favorites and least favorites, because I think that might be fun. So, yes, I want to have 50 books read this year, but I still have to read like 10 or something, and I have 3 months left, and I'm working, and I have church stuff, and I have other stuff, and lots of work stuff. I'm doing extra stuff for work, and it's crazy and annoying, but what are you gonna do? If I want more BJDs than books, I have to work. Anyway, and a car, and a computer, and a camera. So yeah. Anyway, the next book I read was The House at the End of the Street, and this book is based on the movie, which is based on the screenplay of the movie. Or whatever. No. It is a book by Lily Blake. Okay, it says, a novel by Lily Blake, based on the screenplay by David Lauka, from the story by Jonathan Mostow. So it was weird. I actually picked this up at a Goodwill because I want to read the book pretty bad. I mean, I want to watch the movie pretty bad. Sorry, I'm getting distracted. I really want to watch the movie because it looks good, and I like the actor that plays... This is a really short book. I don't even remember his name. Ryan, the character, the actor that plays Ryan in the movie, and the actress that plays Alyssa in the movie, I like them. So I wanted to see the movie, along with it being creepy and everything. So I picked up the book, and I was like, what the heck, I'll read it. It is, unfortunately, based on the movie. There isn't a book first, but, so I assume that the book is exactly the same as the movie. But there was a twist in the book, which is also probably in the movie, and I'm going to shut up now, that I didn't expect. I don't know if that's because I'm stupid or I was just too engrossed in the characters to realize what was going on. But, tired. But yeah, so, interesting book. I do recommend it. I read it in a few hours because it's really thin and the pages are like, the chapters are really short, so it went faster, it seemed like. And there's not that many words on a page, so that was good. The last one I read, we're at 8 minutes, I'm going to try to hurry, was The Hobbit by J.R.R. Tolkien. I actually once, 2 years ago I think, read this to where I had like 20 pages left, and I stopped. I don't know why, and it bothers me, and I want to know why on earth I would have stopped with 20 pages left. That is so, But, yes, I did finish it now. I reread the whole thing, finished it, because I wanted to finish it for the movie that's going to be coming out this December. Part 1, yes. Definitely excited about that. But the one thing that I'm going to mention about this, because I know everyone like knows the story probably, was it almost puts me to sleep, the writing style. I totally love the writing style. It's really descriptive. You get to see every little detail of the story. Normally I wouldn't like that in a book, but in this case where I love the world of Lord of the Rings and I love the characters, I really enjoy reading all the little details. However, it just does, like, put me to sleep. I don't even know. Just, like, I don't want to say, like, drones on, but it does seem like it drones on. But it's fantastic. It just takes me longer to read because I can't sit down and read for, like, 3 hours because then I feel like I'm going to sleep or take a nap or whatever. So, yes, but I definitely recommend this. You should all read it. Go out and get yourself a copy from the bookstore or library or whatever. Borrow it. And read it, and then go see the movie, because I know it's going to be great. So yes, I'm going to stop now. Right now, like I said, I'm reading The Fellowship of the Ring, and so far it's great. I'm 100 pages in. I still have 300 pages left, and 2 more books after to get done by November, and hopefully I can somehow pull myself together and get it done. So yeah, that's where I am. Those are the books I read, the books I'm reading now, and it's at 9 minutes and 40 seconds, so I'm going to bid you all a very fond farewell, in the words of Boba Baggins, and I will speak to you again in another video. The next one will probably be BJD Addicts Prompt, just to let you know, in case you care. But yes, I hope you have a very good day, and I'll see you later. Bye.